remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Johnson on the counter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good carry and pick up for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. First and goal at the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Rolling to his right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking, and he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Texans
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Watson now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler. He led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Mark Andrews.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus. And a loose football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 38-yard.
There's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a first down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
For the extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson keeps himself upright, shrugs the tackle, and a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's upended after a gain of 4. Up to the 25-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
Watson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for three. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
It's a gain.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans add on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 45, Ravens 13.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover.
By the Texans.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Marcus Peters.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And 3 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's up and good.
Texans 52, Ravens 13.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the 1st-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012. And in 2019, led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. 30.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 91 yards. And the Texans continue to pour it on.
Lining up 40 extra points.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
Made at the 38.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one. He's got a man complete. The 30, 20, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 85 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken around the 12. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Watson operating from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Watson's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his 1st year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Watson on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Oh, that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And
from the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Ross Blacklock in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Texans 80.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Game over, time's up. My cards got my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had 2 minutes stuck. Living my life cause we young. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. I'm out the chain, I'm out the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottle, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't roll no bottom, rolls through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it? Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it? Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could into all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a